Hello, this is Ron from Ron's Drone and RC channel. Today I have the Snaptain SP660 drone with remote controller, and we're going to do a little flight test out here at the field. We're at the ball field today. We have light winds, maybe in the 5-mile-per-hour range, and maybe gusting up to 8 or 9 miles per hour. But we're going to see how it handles. You know, just mild amount of wind. I'm at the shore here, so you're always going to have some kind of breeze. But we got the landing pad over here, so we're going to get started right now. Okay, we have this on the landing pad here. This is the on-off button up top here, but I won't press it until I'm actually on the pad because I want it to start up level. So it's and I'll calibrate the gyros. Here's the camera in the front. This is not a Wi-Fi FPV drone. It just has a camera, and the memory card goes in the back there. So we're gonna see what kind of video we get. I think it's 720p, but I'll confirm that when I get the box back out in the stats. So we're gonna mount it right here, and what you do is you first turn the drone on by pressing this red button on the top. Okay, of course inside you can see the lights come on where you can't see them out here in the bright sunlight, but I can see them. So then you got the drone on, then you want to push the controller on. So I don't think I pushed it hard enough. There it goes. So you can see these lights blinking here. I hope you can see them. So what you want to do is you want to go up and then down to bind. So now we're bound to the drone. Now to calibrate the gyros, you want to I think it's this here. You want to go left and down. You heard that beep. So now let up. So they should be calibrated. Now let me try it again. Stick that and go back up. That's maybe a con there, but hopefully we got it calibrated now. Okay, now to take off, we have the automatic takeoff and land button right here. That's one of the important ones. This is the photo and video button. You give it a long press to do the video. This is a one key to return. This is the headless mode. This is the flip button over here, and this is the speed rate button and emergency stop if you hold it down. So let's take it up and see how we do. Okay. This does have altitude hold mode. As you can see, she's holding her altitude. She's drifted away a little bit, but she's got altitude hold. Okay, and she's fighting the wind in first rate here, so I'm going to hit her up to second rate. Okay, she's doing a better job with the wind in second rate. Bring up close to the camera here. Okay, even rate 2's not quite enough even for this mild one, so let's go to rate 3. Alright, rate 3 is much better. It's so sunny out here. I hope I got this well in frame here. I can't see a darn thing. Let me put this camera up a little bit more. Alright, maybe you can see that better now. I forgot to press the video button, so let's try it now. Let's see here. Long press. Okay, I got a beep confirmation there, so hopefully we're recording that fabulous video now. She's not bad in 3 rate. She's, you know, handles good outdoor flyer in 3 rate. You know, mild wind, but she can handle a little bit of wind. And she's kind of, you know, semi-sporty for a little brush quad. I don't expect a whole lot out of the video, of course. The altitude hold, you know, works really good on it. It's really hovering up there pretty good, and it's not drifting too much considering, you know, it's outside and it's some kind of wind here. Let's bring her to see how fast she comes down. You know, altitude hold ones don't come down too fast, so she comes down kind of slow, which, you know, you would expect from a altitude hold. Let's see if she's got a little distance over there. I mean, probably not going to do a range test. They am kind of in a small field here, and you know, I don't know how far you want to go with one of these little brush quads anyways. I'm sure some people like to range test everything. I don't know. I'm not a big range tester with these little toy drones, but you know, whatever floats your boat there. I got a little wind coming from my left now. She's blowing. See how I'm not hands off the stick still. She's blowing that direction, but I can fight back into that wind. I'm fighting back into the wind right now. As you can see, she didn't do bad there. Bring her close to the camera here. Give you a close-up shot. Let's see if we can spin around and get a shot of us. Okay, we're see if we can get on. Now we should be on camera now. I hear something around us. I don't know if that's a helicopter or what it is. Okay, let's flip her around again and try the one key the return home. Let's see what happens. It's working. It worked perfectly. It brought it right back to where we started out. You just have to line the, you know, the front end, the back end of the quad up to the controller, and it worked perfectly. So let's try this headless mode. And yep, I have it sideways now, and it still comes front and back to me on the stick, so you can see out sideways. Can you see that? Let me get it down lower. So I have it sideways, but you all have to do is push the stick straight ahead, and she goes straight out, and then straight back. Coming right to us. I don't know why she's trying to dive a little bit, probably because the wind's picking up. But let's take her out of headless. Wind's really picking up here, unfortunately. You know how it is with these drone reviews. As soon as you start a drone up, the wind picks up. Now this, you know, this has altitude holes I've mentioned, so they're very affected by the winds, because the altitude holder is kind of barometer based on these things, so they don't like the wind. See, it really is drifted to my right now, or the right of the camera. All right, so let's see what we've tested out. We're testing out the video right now. We'll be the judge of that after the thing's over. We tested out one key, the return home. We tested off automatic takeoff, and we'll test automatic land at the end. And we did headless mode. Well, let's try our flips. Everybody loves the flips, right? So you hit the flip button and you set it in the direction you want to flip. So, oh, there we go. Let's flip the other direction this time. There we go. You know, pretty good flips. You know, not the tightest I've ever seen, but you know, decent flips. Let's flip forward. There we go, forward flip. Yeah, it's not. Ooh. Barometer really got affected there. The altitude hold took her right to the ground, but she bounced back up again. And I'm kind of impressed with this little guy here. You know, that's real good. If you were in the inside or in like a absolutely no wind, here the wind's picking up right now, no wind situation, it'd be a real good flyer. I'm really fighting it now. I got a breeze, got an ocean breeze coming at me, but the little Snaptain 660 holds its place here. So Okay, let's try that emergency stop. Say we got in trouble. I don't want to mow any grass here, but let's come over here and get real low and try the emergency stop. See if I can do the emergency stop over the pad. Oops. That didn't work too good. There's the emergency stop. Worked fine. I just didn't hit it long enough the first time, but worked real good. Unfortunately, I did it off camera, but let's see if we can do it again on camera. So, and we got going for 11:37 here. I don't know how much this is flight time, but we'll figure it out at the end. So let me. All right. I know you're probably wondering, where's the onboard video from the Snaptain, and here's my tail. Whoa! Even though I hit the record button, I double tapped it, and you heard the beep in the video. It did not record any onboard video during the flight, so I have no onboard footage to show you. And I spoke with J-Drone, and he said that you needed to use the app and hit the record button from in the app to get it to work. I haven't got a chance to go out and test that. I actually looked at the app the day I flew it, which was Saturday, and today's Monday, and I couldn't figure out how to get the app to connect with the, with the drone, whether it was connected through Wi-Fi or how. So I'm going to have to do some more research on that. But so sorry, no onboard video. But when I get the onboard video figured out, I will make another video and update you on what the issue is. It could just be something I'm doing wrong. It may not be anything wrong with the, with the drone itself. So again, I will definitely come back and update you when I solve this mystery of why I didn't get any video. So back to normally scheduled video. All right, let's use that one key takeoff button again. All right, there we go. We manually took off that time. So I wonder if we're still recording. Let's hit that record button again. Okay, I don't know if I started or stopped video that time. Well, we got enough video already anyways, so I don't know if I'm recording or not recording now, but we recorded long enough. How much video do you need from a little 720p camera? So okay, let me try the emergency stop on camera this time. So okay, here's the emergency stop button. One beep and she emergency lands. So if you get in any trouble, things drifting away from you out of control, just hit your emergency land, and and she comes right gently down to the ground, which is what you want. Not a crash landing, just a gentle return to the ground. So I like that a lot. Okay, let's take back off again with the manual takeoff, which is down and out, and then up on the stick. Oops. And you have to watch out. She's a tendency to want to, in the wind, want to flip over, so you kind of got to do a quick takeoff. If you do a slow takeoff in manual mode, she'll flip over on you, in the wind, of course. So you got her hovering again here. Had a pretty good sized battery, and so I just wonder how long this battery go. I'm going to give it the complete fly test here. If I'm boring you, you can fast forward to the end to see how long she flew. But yeah, I have a second battery, but we won't need it. We got through all the features on one battery and recorded some video. Let's go up a little bit. I mean, the only thing here we're not going to do today is any type of a range test, just because I'm in a small park, and I don't want to lose this thing on the first flight. So we'll kind of go over to the edge of the ball field here and then bring her back. I think I had this thing still in RAID 3. Let me check. Oops. I did emergency stop. I didn't want to. All right, let me see if I can put it in my rate I wanted it before I take off. Okay, I think I'm in third right now, so let's take off again. Yeah, I think I'm in third right now, so that's good. Let's go over to the edge here, that fence. Hope you can still see it. So she's got, you know, decent range for a affordable little brush drone, I guess. I don't know what the acceptable range is for little brush drones nowadays. Remember my SEMA X5 when I started out, you know, it had, you didn't want to get too far away from you, or you were losing connection. It didn't have any emergency stop button. It was, if you got it out of range, it was an emergency flyaway, automatic flyaway. So we got a little height on us. I hope you can still see that. I purposely didn't do this into the sun here. We go over to those dugouts there. Oops, come on back. Don't hit that dugout fence. Come on, oops. Something, the wind must have made the L2 hole go to the ground again, but luckily I was able to recover with a little manual up thrust there. Yes, who's this drone for? You know, like maybe a first-time drone owner, just getting started. You know, you could do a lot worse in the affordable brush drone category. You know, and you know, when I say a child, like maybe kid 12 years old, maybe starting out, first drone, you know, this is brush, so probably not much chance of, you know, doing any damage or cutting themselves on the props. As you can see, I have the prop guards on, which I know a lot of people are going to say, you know, why'd you put those prop guards on, blah blah blah, because experienced drone pilots always hate prop guards because they do make these things kind of floaty. But I think if you're a first-time drone flyer or somebody who doesn't have much experience, I think it's a good idea, because number one, it saves the props from getting dinged up when you hit trees and fences and whatever. And you do get an extra set of props with this, but it's, you know, you don't want to go through all your good props on your first flight. So I think they're a good idea for the people I just mentioned. If you're an experienced pilot, yeah, don't put them on or whatever. But this is the type of drone that I think a real experienced pilot's going to be, you know, purchasing anyways for themselves. I mean, this is, you know, let's say just want something to fly indoors. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's just my take on it. I'll take the, you know, next test or whatever, I'll take the props off and fly it, you know, without them. And I'm sure I'll get a little bit more performance and it'll fly better. So, especially if it's more wind, it'll fly better without the props, because they said they kind of make it floaty, but they have their place. So don't hate me for using the prop guards. I kind of just talk jabberjawing here to hopefully this battery wears out. Now on the GoPro says I'm at 18 minutes, but I was talking for the first couple minutes, so it has been near 18 minutes. But and I don't know for recording video, because I think it stopped when I did that at first emergency stop landing, so I won't be able to time it off the recorded video, I don't think. If the video has been recording the whole time, I'll be shocked. But we'll be able to figure it out. The GoPro here, I'll just kind of, like, for the most part, leave this kind of unedited or whatever, you know. So of course, with this long flight time of this toy drone, I may put most of you to sleep. You won't see the end of this anyway. So if you just want to fast forward to the end, I'll just put the estimated flight time up, if you know, if that's your thing. Yeah, a lot of people, flight times, you know, very important. So we definitely want to try to get an accurate answer on that. And again, I'm sorry, you know, flight distance, flight tests are range tests are very important to some people. So that's not going to happen on this one. But maybe we'll, in a future video, maybe we'll find some place where you can give it a decent range test, which, you know, I mean, this is a small park. I don't think it's going to go that far, but I think it could go the edge of this park. I'm near a street and other stuff here, so I don't want it to, you know, I don't know what it's going to do when it reaches the end of its controlled distance. I don't know if it'll do that nice gentle emergency stop. It'll just keep, you know, flying and blowing in the wind until it, you know, hits the next town. We don't know. But no, more I'm flying this around. I mean, just on my first flight, I'm totally comfortable flying this thing around. So and they put red props on the front and black props in the back. So that gives you orientation. So you kind of always know, you know, what the front of the drone is. Or you see the red props, you know that's the front of it. If you see the black props, you know that's the back of the drone. So that's very helpful, you know, for new flyers and for anybody really, you know, and you know, especially for people that don't know how to manually fly. You know, a lot of guys now just, you know, they start out with GPS drones, and it's really not important to know all that stuff with a GPS drone, because it just isn't. Because, you know, if you're confused on the orientation, you just let it sit there until you figure it out, because it's not going anyplace. With a drone like this, if you lose your orientation, you're trying to figure it out, it's going to be drifting the whole time. So a lot of people have all these techniques for you know, figuring out the orientation, and I mean, they're all good, they all work, but the only problem is if you're trying to figure out and you're near a tree or a fence or whatever, man, you don't have any time to figure it out, because you know, more than likely the wind's blowing you exactly where you don't want to, into the tree, the fence, the building, or whatever. So I mean, that all those orientation tricks that Quadcopter 101 used to teach in the old days, they're all good, but they kind of all depend on you being in the middle of no place, like Quadcopter 1 usually is, where there's nothing to hit, so it doesn't matter if it drifts. But most of us, unfortunately, you know, especially live on the East Coast here, there is almost no such thing as no place. You're always near something or whatever, you know, even like here at this ball field. I mean, I could take this down to the beach, but I know it's always kind of a funny breeze blowing at the beach, so I didn't want to have to, you know, deal with that when I'm trying to show you how this thing handles, because again, most people aren't flying at the beach all the time, so it's not really a good place to test a drone like this. I mean, you know, for my DJI GPS drones, it doesn't matter, because, you know, they can, for the most part, handle most wind situations. I mean, I don't think this thing's ever going to run out of juice here. Now I may have to cut this video and just put the time at the end for you, because nobody's going to want to sit through this whole mess here. On my channel here, I've got some neat stuff coming up. Just today I posted a new video on the Zhiyun Q2 handheld gimbal. It's a small kind of pocket gimbal. It stabilizes your cell phone with a 3-axis gimbal, which makes your video very smooth and cinematic, so you can kind of like walk along and capture things, and you know, have the video look real good. Actually, it looks just like you're walking along, but like a drone or whatever. That's how smooth it makes it like a high-end DJI or drone. I think we're getting near the end of our battery. I think it's trying to land on me, unless that was the barometer again. I guess I don't have an LVC on this guy. I'm not hearing anything go off though. I didn't read anything in the instructions about LVC, but you know, maybe I missed that page. So let me bring it closer to see if I see any lights blinking. It's so darn bright out here. They may be blinking and I just don't see them. Yeah, I can't see any lights blinking. Can you guys see any lights blinking on this? If we're in LVC, if we have LVC and we're in it, I certainly can't see the lights. I got no beeping coming out of the transmitter. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I may have to reconsider showing this entire video because I'm going to just bore you guys with just flying this thing in the park within sight of the of the GoPro. I mean, it definitely seems to be wanting to lower itself, which that's usually indicated the battery's starting to lose a little juice. But look at it hover there. I mean, I'm not even hands off the sticks, and it's just kind of not moving. Well, there, picked up again for a while. It was just stayed put. Look how good that altitude hold is. I mean, it's when it locks into an altitude, it just stays there. I mean, look at that. Hands off the stick now. Look, hands off the stick, and look at that thing. Just stay there, like it's got some kind of what do you call optical flow sensors or something, where it doesn't. I'm really having a hard time forcing it up in the air. I guess we don't have LVC on this thing, which is kind of unusual. Most even real toy things have the LVC nowadays. I'll just hover right over the landing pad in case she just goes down unexpectedly on us. Oops. I'm going to set her down. I think that's it. I don't think we have LVCs, but the batteries are acting, you know, I mean, real wonky, like it doesn't even want to go up anymore. So, yeah, so you've been hearing my commentary the whole time. You know, it's an impressive little drone, a little toy drone. It's Snaptain. They're sold on Amazon.com. I forget the price off the top of my head, but it's a very affordable drone. We got the holidays coming up soon. You got a child on your list, or even somebody older that's always wanted a drone, but you never had one. You know, maybe this one's not bad. If I was recording a video, let me turn it off. So let me turn this quad off too. Well, I mean, I've said everything I'm gonna. I think I've had to say in the video. So you know, my review is it's a good drone for the money. This is the first flight, and which, you know, usually something goes wrong, and this time nothing really went wrong at all, so that's a really good sign. So I'm gonna, you know, throw an affiliate link down in the description. So if you want one, you know, please go over and click my link, go buy it on Amazon, and remember, if you click the link, like, don't throw it in your cart and leave it there, or the link will break after like 24 hours. So, like, you know, if you want it, you just go, you know, over to Amazon, buy it right away, or else, like, I won't get the affiliate link. And you know, I'm not trying to get rich off these links. It's just, I just buy more stuff to review if I make a few pennies off of these affiliate links. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next here. I'm getting ready to do the test flight of the Snaptain SP660 drone today. It's the first day since I received it that it hasn't been extremely windy, and this is just a little brushed drone, so it wouldn't be good in like 25-mile-per-hour winds. But I'm putting on the prop guards here. You see them right here. I got, of course, the full set of prop guards. I have one on already, and I don't know if I can show you this on the video, but you see those two little holes there. Let me see if I can focus. Where you snap the prop guards in. It's black on black. It's probably going to be hard to see, but a lot of people are going to say, well, why use prop guards? You're an experienced flyer. But the problem is, or not the problem, my thought is that the people buying a drone like this, a lot of them aren't going to be experienced, you know, drone pilots for the most part that fly Mavics and you know, DJI drones and such. They're going to be people buying maybe their first drone, their second drone, and especially with first-time users, and especially young people. Prop guards are a good idea, so you don't ruin your props on the first flight. Now, you get a full set of prop guards, replacement ones with this. That's good, but still, you know, you hate to be a beginner flyer and tear all your props up in the first day. So I think the prop guard is a very good idea for you know, first-time flyers and new flyers and young flyers. So that's my 2 cents.